which they've had a great tournament, upset Rich in the first round and then upset Valley in the next round. And for them to get to the semifinals, now, I don't know if it surprised a ton of people because coming in you think, wow, this Piute team, if they get hot, they could win a couple games, and that's what they've done. And they've earned this spot to play for third and fourth.
No, this Piute team's a great team. The problem they had, they came in number 4 out of Region 20, and it's because Region 20's top 4 teams were so evenly matched. They just had, during the regular season, a couple games fall away from them, taken away from them that were close. This should be a great game. The Manila Mustangs played the Bryce Valley Mustangs last night. Manila got out to an early lead, then the second quarter with the freshman. Sergio Vasquez, the freshman, 9 points in that second quarter, kind of flipped the switch, and from then the Mustangs never looked back. They kept that lead from that point forward in the game.
Yeah, and they battled through. It was a good team effort with Brinkerhoff fouling out midway through the fourth. They needed others to step up, and Leach and others did. And
Syrett was in foul trouble, so it was a great job. I'm interested to see if T-Bird, I felt like the quickness of the Mustangs is where they had the advantage over Manila. And I'm not sure if that's, Piute's a really quick team as well. So this should be a great game. Tip comes off to Manila. Anderson gives to Slaw. Slaw left side. Anderson looks high post. Lucio had 22 last night. 20 points last night. Pass tip, not tip, just out of bounds. Pressure from Manila. Blood gets it through the double team. Ball loose, taken away, pulled down by Slaw. Anderson, high post, Lucio, low post, Pallison for 2.
The timing of that had to be just right on, and it was. Pallison dropped down there just at the right time.
I ran into a guy that had a Pallison, nice jumper by Shandon Bagley, had a Pallison Hereford jacket on, and he was a mountain of a man. And I thought, that's got to be Pallison's dad. Or Graham. I think it was based on the age, looked like his dad. 3-point shot in the corner for Garrett Potter. Gates Fulmer, Wesley Jensen. Out to Bo Sylvester, answers on the other end.
Potter going back to that 3 he hit a second ago. Last night, Potter, I think, hit 1 3 in the game, and I got some stats from a friend who said that Potter shot 1 of 8 from the 3-point arc, and it was a disappointing night for him shooting the ball.
Right side. Bagley down inside Sylvester. Blood takes a little 15-foot jumper right high post. In the corner, that's Potter inside. Lucio looks down into Pallison again for 2. Blood ahead to Bagley. Bagley behind the back. Bounce pass. Drive, Blood, floater, won't go. Rebound Anderson for the Mustangs. Out ahead to Potter. Looks into Pallison. Back up to Anderson. High post Lucio. Right side Slaw.
Piute in a 2-3 zone defense. Rotating.
Lucio splits the defenders, goes up against Gates Fulmer, and draws the blocking foul on Fulmer.
And Lucio, he gets the ball at that high post. He's double teamed, but he just turns and gets a quick first step to the basket. Jordan last night, 20 points, 8 rebounds. He's been very good at this tournament, almost 17 points a game and 7.5 boards.
Was 6 of 9 from the foul line last night. Gets both of those. Pass almost over Bagley's head. Tip taken away by Branham. Out to Potter. Potter drives left-handed jump stop in the lane to Pallison. Pallison triple teamed. And they say he's fouled on the ground.
He made the shot, but after the foul, and there was enough contact early on. Bo Sylvester with the foul.
And a travel. Good job by Shandon Bagley diving out at Branham. Branham shuffles his feet trying to go right. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast on live.ksl.com, mylocalradio.com. Mark your calendar. On March 17th, as country music star Billy Dean will be in concert at Ruby's Inn's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill in Bryce Canyon City. Show starts at 7 p.m. For tickets, go to EbenezersBarnandGrill.com and click on Billy Dean banner. Tickets begin at $10 a person, so get your tickets today and don't miss Billy Dean March 17th at Ruby's Inn, Ebenezer's Barn and Grill in Bryce Canyon City, Utah. Welcome back to this Elling Ford Brothers in Evanston presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Piute T-Birds with the ball. They trail on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard 9-7. Dalton up top, Sylvester. Last night, A.C. Orton holding Sylvester to 3 points. Averages 14.2 on the season. A.C. Orton, phenomenal defensive job on Sylvester. The night before, against Rich, he had 21, if I remember right.
Yeah, 23 or 21, and then 15 the night before in the win over Valley. He'd been averaging better than 20 points a game or close to it.
Pallison, and they are pounding it into the big man tonight. That's something they did not do against the Mustangs. Pallison only had 9 points against the Mustangs. Jensen takes it in, partially blocked. Rebound, Pallison. Up top, that's Branham. Right side, Slaw. Potter looks at a three, takes it, and that's short off the front iron. Rebound round Pallison, has the ball swatted away by Bagley. Goes back to Branham. Got away with a little hop. Slaw looks for a screen left, right, gets it all the way in, scoops it up, scores with the floater in the paint. Jensen dribbles between the defenders, gets it across half court. Dalton, Blood in the corner for three, gets it. Nothing but the bottom of the net on that three-point basket by Blood. Cuts that lead to 3 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Potter drives left underneath, double teamed, hands the ball to Pallison, and he's fouled.
You mentioned Manila not going down inside as much last night, and I think that was more of a what do I want to say? Bryce Valley prevented that. It was a defensive effort by Bryce Valley to not allow Manila to go in there.
You know, I think Bryce Valley full-fronted him all night long and then needed the backside help, and it seemed to work pretty well on Pallison.
Gates Fulmer picks up a second personal foul. T-Birds with 3 team fouls, Manila with none so far.
That brings into the game Cody Sylvester, the junior for the T-Birds.
Pallison, second free throw, rolls around down 3 yard. He has 8 in the game, scored just 9 last night against Bryce Valley.
Left side, Bagley up top, Jensen. Sylvester, right wing. Screen from Blood. Sylvester takes it all the way in, kisses it off the glass, won't go. Jensen comes down hard on his back. Ball out of bounds. Luckily, Jensen kind of got trapped between the two players, and it slowed his descent. There's Pallison, and I think it was Sylvester there to kind of slow his descent, or he had really landed hard on his back. Into Pallison again, defended by Sylvester, up and over.
And Pallison, he's so good with his body. You see that just a little bit of a boom with his backside to create some space and give him an easy layup.
Drive by Sylvester, almost loses the handle, decides to take the 10-foot jumper, won't go. Rebound, Slaw. Potter. Oh, nice backdoor cut by Slaw. Passed through his hands out of bounds.
Manila with a couple of turnovers in the first quarter. Piute with, I've got the same too.
Kobe Mosley into the game for the Mustangs.
Pallison with a great first quarter. 10 points, couple of rebounds. No fouls.
Let the big man catch his breath, and I'm sure he'll have him right back ready to come in. Bounce pass into Jensen. Hands to Blood. Blood goes up strong, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mosley.
And Lucio was right there. Mosley was trying to create some space, trying to create space away from his own teammate a little bit.
One minute to go. Lucio spin move, right hand off the glass.
Well, and look for Manila to go back to that. Lucio, if he can get that kind of position, Piute won't be able to stop him.
You know, the Mustangs, if you remember, I'm sure you do because you have a lot better memory than I do. Mustangs started in a kind of a 2-3 or a 1-3-1 zone, whatever it was, at first in that first quarter, and that's when Manila got out to that lead.
Right.
And then when the Mustangs switched to that man.
When Bryce Valley switched.
Yes. When Bryce Valley switched to that man defense, that's also when they kind of came back. They slowed the offense of Manila. And this 2-3 zone is allowing the Mustangs to get the ball inside to Pallison and Lucio, and they are just dominating inside.
And you saw early on against the 1-3-1 that Bryce Valley was running, that Potter, that's when he hit his three.
Yeah.
Because they bring people out, and then Potter was way down in the corner. Who was that at the foul line, Mike?
That was Kessler Blood. Made both of them. Did he only make...
Well, Potter, or Blood made made the first, missed the second.
Yes, you're right.
And Potter at the line with a chance of the 2-point play. Or 3-point, excuse me. My blood sugar's low. I had to get something to eat.
That's how I was feeling a minute ago, too. I have to thank your wife for that cookie.
I hope it helps. There's some peanut butter in there, so there's a little protein.
That's right. Ball taken away, pass behind Jensen. Slaw on the break, defended by Jensen. Slaw gets it to go.
Good, quick acceleration by Slaw to get out in full speed, and that gave him an extra step ahead of Jensen.
Blood fakes right, comes back left for the three at the buzzer, won't go. And into the second quarter, 23-11, Manila on top. We'll be back after a word from these sponsors. You're watching 1A Basketball on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
From dents to scratches, auto service, paint, and detailing, give Joe a call today for any of your auto body needs. Joe Dalton Auto Body in Circleville, 435-577-2442. Wishing Region 20 team success. Junctiontown is your ATV destination, located in the middle of the Piute ATV trail system with the beautiful Beaver Mountains to the west and the Monroe Mountains to the east, and world-class trout fishing just minutes away. Wishing the T-Birds success.
Welcome back to this Elling Ford Brothers in Evanston presentation of Utah 1A basketball. This is the final day of the 1A state championship tournament. It's been a great tournament, this game, between the Piute T-Birds in blue and the Manila Mustangs in white. Right to left across your TV screen come the T-Birds. Jensen in the middle, gets it up over Powelson, but it won't go. Rebound Powelson. So they pull Powelson out with about a minute and a half to go in that first period. Give him a well-deserved breather down inside. Lucio drives baseline, scoops it, reverse layup, won't go. Powelson with the rebound, put back up, misses. Rebound taken away by Sylvester, saves it in, and Bagley kind of blocks it, and it goes off of Slaw out of bounds.
Good hustle by Sylvester to get out to that corner and keep that play alive for Piute. Manila in a 2-3 zone defense. Piute, boy, good quick ball movement.
Baseline jumper for Fulmer won't go. Rebound Anderson for Manila. Slaw takes it up top. Left side Potter. Screen from Lucio. Pick and roll. Not there. Potter keeps it. Kicks it right wing. Slaw pick to Powelson. Blocked from behind by Jensen. Powelson kind of brought that ball back on the shot, and Jensen able to strip it away. Big block for the point guard. Fulmer tries to pass it into Blood, taken away by Anderson. Anderson down inside to Powelson, up and in.
And again, here's the other thing. So Bryce Valley was denying the entry pass and fronting Powelson. They also were really working hard to not give him that position. I mean, look where he was right under the basket. That's an easy finish.
And three-point basket by Shandon Bagley. Cuts into that lead, takes it back down to 11. 6 minutes to go in the second on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 25-14. Taken away. That time, better job by Gates Fulmer getting in front, denying the pass, and knocking it away. That's what you're talking about. Tanner Dalton and checks into the game for the T-Birds. Tanner, just a sophomore for the T-Birds, but he is a strong, quick player. Inside to Powelson again, won't go. Tipped out of bounds by Powelson. Rebound Bo Sylvester.
And again, you see Powelson give that little just butt check to create some space. Didn't get the shot to go that time.
Sylvester drives and draws the foul on Powelson. Sylvester makes his first.
Piute within 10. Been as much as a 14-point lead for Manila.
Sylvester has one of the most interesting free throw styles, but you know, he brings it up, looks, takes a deep breath, brings the ball set, drops it down, then it's one fluid motion from kind of his belly button up. Offensive foul.
And there, Fulmer was cued in and picked up a cue, at least what I've been talking about,
that little
hip check.
bump.
This time Fulmer just backs off and lets Paulson lose his balance, shuffle back, and travel. That's a good heads-up play by Fulmer.
No, they gave the foul. They called an offensive foul on
Right, oh, yeah, you're right. That's right.
But it was, he took the cue off that, and I think took the charge instead of when it gets that check.
And that's big because it's a second foul for Powelson.
9-point lead for the Mustangs. High post, Kessler Blood spins right, looks, takes it up, won't go, blocked by Mosley, and Mosley comes out of there with the ball, and
Oof.
no, that's Jensen, Wesley Jensen.
Mosley frustrated. That was called a jump ball. He had it, and Jensen came in, kind of tackled him to his back. Maybe Mosley wanted a foul there, but doesn't get it.
Lucio looks up top. Mosley, right side Slaw. Up top, 3-point basket on the way by Potter. It goes.
And there's the Potter that Manila Mustang fans love to watch shoot the ball. 2 threes in the ball game.
Last night, Potter held to just 8 points, 1 3 early, and then three free throws and a 2-point basket in the fourth. Inside, ball tipped up in the air, saved by Anderson, and a foul on Blood going for the ball. Pass in, knocked away by Jensen, tipped out of bounds by Jensen.
Spiked out of bounds by Jensen. He might go help coach some volleyball after that.
Blood like, what are you doing? He's like, I was going to grab that. He's like, I don't know. It's excited. I don't think he meant to get it full. Pass into Lucio, over Sylvester, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Bo Sylvester.
Great D by Sylvester. He got his arm straight up, contested as well as he could without any possibility of a foul. That was very nice.
Loses the handle, picks it up. Blood. Dishes, Fulmer in the corner, brings it back to Sylvester up top, looks for the three. High screen roll, Sylvester kicks. Fulmer in the corner for three, over the top, rebound to Bagley. Spin by Sylvester, draws Pallison, won't go, rebound Pallison.
Good D by Pallison to shift to his right but not get called for the foul. Just kept the arms straight in the air, gave a little bit to avoid a blocking foul.
Branham into the game, inside Pallison, and a foul on Jensen. You know, the one thing, and I got to pay better attention to it, it seems like Pallison spends a lot of time with at least 1 foot in the paint.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering, when is that 3-second violation going to come? But they get him the ball, and then as he starts to attack, do you reset that 3-second clock?
No, as if you're in there until the ball hits the rim or... And Branham with an offensive foul. I didn't see it. I just physically didn't see it. I don't know what happened. I'm not arguing.
It was away from the ball. And
yeah,
we didn't have eyes on it.
Baseline. Oh, touch pass inside to Blood for two. Beautiful assist from Gates Fulmer.
Piute continues to battle. They haven't panicked. They were down by 14. They cut it to 10 a couple of times, and down by 10 now on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard.
They look into Lucio. Lucio double teamed. Hands to Pallison. Misses. Rebound Blood.
That's a couple of misses by Pallison in the last few attempts. He wasn't missing in the first quarter.
And you can tell Pallison's frustrated with himself. He claps his hands together down here. And that's just, it just happens. You, as a big man, you'll miss some of those. You'd like to think you don't, but you do. Bounce pass opposite way. Blood to Fulmer. Fulmer gets his own rebound, puts it up, won't go. Again, he gets his own rebound. That one won't go. Ball loose. Lucio comes out of there with it.
Lucio had, I think, 8 rebounds last night. That's his first, unless I've missed one or two. What did Gates have, 2 or 3 offensive rebounds on that possession?
3. 2 offensive rebounds. Into Pallison. So strong there, misses, and the foul. And there it is. Fulmer content staying behind him, and Pallison is so strong. And now Fulmer has his 3rd foul, I believe.
And with Fulmer's, with that matchup, you look at Pallison and his size. They're about the same height, pretty similar length. But Pallison's got Fulmer by 40, 50 pounds, maybe more.
Probably 100. And you laugh, but you look at the size of Pallison's lower body, and he's just a big man.
So there's no way that that Fulmer is going to keep him from getting that position down under.
Yeah.
But Fulmer's got the length and the leaping ability. I think he'd have better luck if he could front him and deny that entry pass, or make it tougher on Manila and make them lob it over the top and get a perfect pass rather than just drop it in there.
And I thought that was his third foul, but the scoreboard has that as just one. Is that what you have?
I had him with that would have been his second, but we're both wrong, Mike.
Yeah.
I guess what's new?
Newsflash, I'm not perfect. 3-point shot on the way by Sylvester. Gets it to go. His second 3-point basket in the game. He's out to 8 points. Anderson, right side slaw into Lucio. Spins up, won't go. Rebound Pallison. Puts it back on the floor. Spins across the paint, won't go again. And Blood with the rebound.
Boy, Lucio, such a quick spin move to his right. Had an open look, couldn't get it to go.
And Bo Sylvester with the spin move from the low block. Gets around Potter to the basket for the bucket.
Piute climbing back in within 6. They were down by 14.
Pick and roll down into Pallison, comes under the basket, puts it up and in.
Pallison mishandled the dribble going under the basket. He was going to go up on the left side, but then he just readjusted and made it from the right.
Sylvester will take another three, floating to his left. That one rims off. Rebound Lucio.
10, 9, 8 seconds left in the half. I don't know if Slaw realizes.
Potter pulls up for a three. Good if it goes. And it pops out. So 31-23 at the half. Manila on top. We'll take a short break. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSLMyLocalRadio.com. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for your halftime entertainment.
Feeling the worst? Snap out of it. Become a new you in no time. With Logomaniacs, look your best. Logomaniacs, the right look for the right price.
This is your state champion, Piute T-Bird drill team. I know they have a name, but I can't think of it now. Thunderettes, because they're Thunderbirds. I think that's what it is.
There it's on.
All right, we're back at the University Halftime Report, brought to you by SUU. Visit SU.edu to experience more. We're with the Rebel girls basketball players, finished third place here at state with a win over Monument Valley. Amberly Smith, how'd you feel about your senior year?
It was fun. We had a blast. These girls are great, and we had a fun team, fun year.
Talisha Larson, what do you think you'll remember most about your senior season?
I'll definitely remember how we spent time as a team. Mostly that's what they exaggerated us the most, is spending time as a team.
Risha, you're literally in the shadow of Talisha. Is taller by a little bit, Larson. What will you remember most about your senior year?
I remember us just being together, and especially when we're playing as a team, just all being as one and just having fun together.
Kiara Grohl, more than 1,000 points in her Rebel career. You didn't even know about that, probably until maybe listened to it on the radio or something. You were more concerned about the team this year.
Yeah, I had no idea until after the game happened.
How do you feel about your senior year?
I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we went out the way we did, and I'm glad for the friendships and the team that we had this year.
Julia Hopkin, you played maybe your best ball of the season here at State. What changed for you?
I don't know. I love to win, and that's what we do. So.
Jackie Leifson, what's next for you? All-State academic team member. 5 of these girls on the academic All-State. Jackie, what's next for you after Rich High School?
Track season and a bunch of medals.
A bunch of medals in track. Good luck.
Thanks.
And Kaylee Cornea, how about for you? What will you remember most about this senior year?
Just forming the bond that we did with all of us together and taking third at state. Like, we weren't predicted to take much, but we came down here and we made some noise, so it was fun.
Rebels come out of Region 22 as the number 2 seed and finish out 3rd place, top team from Region 22 here at the state tournament. Congratulations, ladies. Thanks for your time and good luck in the future.
Thank you.
You're tuned into the halftime report brought to you by SUU.edu. We got a couple of players from Monument Valley. Come on in here, girls, real quick. Rebels exit left. Thank you so much. Congratulations, girls. A couple of girls from Monument Valley. Let's talk to you real quick. Tell me your name.
I'm Shinaba Stanley.
Shinaba Stanley, how'd you feel about your state tournament?
It was pretty good. I mean, it was kind of hard, but we still overcame some challenges.
You overcome a lot of challenges to get here and do as well as you did. Congratulations on a great tournament. You guys maybe surprised some folks, performed very well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And Shinaba Stanley, and what's your name?
Fiona Hudson.
Fiona, how did you feel about the way you played here at state?
I played really good. We came a long ways, us team, and we really worked hard as a team.
Do you feel like you guys were underrated coming into the tournament? Did you surprise some people?
Yeah, we surprised a lot of fans that came out for us.
It's fun to see you guys in the semifinals and play for 3rd and 4th. What do you think you'll remember most about this year?
The game. We'll warm out the game and the players.
How about you, Shinaba?
The team, most of all. I've been playing with them since my freshman year, and I came here all 4 years, and this is going to be my last time here, so it's exciting.
It's exciting. She said I pulled the mic away. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Congratulations on a great year. What, 25, 26 wins this year? Way to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back to the game. You've been tuned into the SUU Halftime Report. Visit SUU.edu to experience more.
Folks, what a great opportunity we have. We missed one basket. Jordan Lucio underneath for 2 points. Other than that, not much else happened. So welcome back to Sevier Valley University. We wanted to get both those teams in. Ryan Steinecker getting back from the studio. All right, folks, welcome back. We got Ryan back from the studio. Ryan, what a great opportunity to be in the studio with those seniors, both from the Rich Rebels. Lucio had 1 basket, it's all we missed. Brought that lead back to 10 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rich with 8 seniors, Monument Valley with 2. Amazing young women. And Monument Valley, we should highlight them. They, that's as far as they've ever been in the state tournament.
That's fantastic, and we talked about it a lot when they were playing. Just the calm, the collectiveness of the whole team, and it was fun to see them do so well.
You know, a lot of times you get a team as far as, you know, oh, it's the furthest we've ever been, and
deer in the spotlights kind of thing.
Yeah, and those girls didn't have that.
No, that was fun for them, I'm sure. One of them, in fact, said, yeah, the thing I'll remember most is the game and being here with my sisters and playing at the state championship tournament. Manila, 34-22. I remember the scoreboard at the half was saying 23, and I added up my points. It didn't add up. Back to 22. That adds up.
Okay, see, and I'm off one. I've got an extra point there. They must have given a 3 instead of a 2.
The opposite. I think Bagley's was a 2, not a 3.
Inside Potter shot up and in.
A 14-point lead for Manila, pushing that lead out.
In the game for the T-Birds, number 45, Daxton Millett. The T-Birds looking for anybody that'll slow down Pallison.
Burke with 15 points. I got him with 6 rebounds in the game as well. He's been a huge force inside. Millett with a nice drop step.
Strong take by Millett puts the T-Birds on the board in the second half. Who made that free throw for?
I think it was Slaw, Garrett Slaw at the line.
You're right. 1 of 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Potter drives left, gets past Blood. Millett there. And if they call out on Millett, that's a tough break. Millett looked really set to me.
I thought so too. It looked like he got there in time. And
they do give it to Blood.
Put his hands up. And Blood's third personal.
That one off the front of the iron for Potter. Caleb Branham and Wesley Jensen in for the T-Birds. Caleb Branham for the Manila Mustangs.
Garrett Potter 0 for 2 from the line before he hits that third one. For a third free throw attempt in the game for him.
And they're saying a foul on Slaw, I believe.
$37-25 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. And today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the town of Garden City, Utah, where families play. Log on to bearlake.org and plan your next vacation. Beautiful Bear Lake area, bearlake.org. Was it not a foul? Did the clock not start? It still says Kessler Blood 3 fouls on that scoreboard.
Yeah, they haven't adjusted anything.
Blood with it.
Fulmer, right side, Jensen. Fulmer looks at the 3, dribbles it back. Screen left side from Blood, looks down Jensen. Blood, high post down into Daxton. Millett again for 2.
You mentioned Piute going to anything to get some presence down inside, and Millett with 4 early points in this third quarter. Now the scoreboard back up to 37-27 on Millett's 2-point basket. So
Millett there to stop the drive, but the dish comes across to Pallison. He gets his own rebound, then puts that one up and in. Padding those rebound stats. Ball knocked away. Slaw, wraparound pass to Branham, gives, and that's going to be a 2-and-1 to Potter.
Boy, Manila has things working right now. Even when they get out on the fast break and Piute gets guys back with defense, Manila works it around and works out even better than it would have if they try to go with something and they get a chance at a 3-point play instead.
That's a 4th foul on Kessler Blood. Kessler Blood in the game. I have him for 8 points. He averages 11 on the season. 4 fouls. He'll spend some time on the bench. Potter with 6 points in this quarter. 3-pointer on the way, over the top, rebound Potter. Bagley's shot just wide right. Potter takes it coast to coast, scoops it up with his left hand. 8 points in the quarter.
16 in the game for Potter. He averages 13.5. He's only been at 12, but 12 points per game here at the tournament before today.
Skip pass cross court to Sylvester, looks into Millett. Back up to Bagley, back to Sylvester, drives. Foul line jumper won't go for Fulmer.
Biggest lead of the first half for Manila was 14 points, but Piute kept it close and climbed to within 9 at the half, but Manila on a big run here to start the third. They lead by 14.
You're tuned in to
17.
Utah 1A basketball on KSL, mylocalradio.com.
Marysville Town, your ATV headquarters to the Piute ATV trail system. Marysville Town and their elected officials would like to wish the T-Birds success in the postseason.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
There's nothing quite like getting your prescription filled where the employees know you and you know them. We have the time to help you make informed decisions. Personalization that a mail-order pharmacy can't provide. At Panguitch Truck, we believe that friendly, fast service is most important. The Piute County Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to the greatest playground in central Utah. Many recreation opportunities are found with horseback riding, hiking, rock hounding, river rafting, and of course ATVing. Come and enjoy Piute County. Go T-Birds!
Welcome back. This Bear Lake presentation of 1A basketball as Potter with a little jumper in the paint. He is having a great third quarter, 10 points. Jensen shot doesn't fall, rebound left side, Bagley. Sylvester fakes the three, pulls in, 15-footer baseline, won't go, rebound Anderson for the Mustangs.
Potter alone has 10 points in the quarter, and Manila has outscored Piute 15-4. Potter alone has outscored the T-Birds by 6 points.
Potter takes a three, and that's no good. And the foul, they're going to call Fulmer, trying to fight his way through that screen with the push.
A fourth team foul on the Piute T-Birds, none on Manila.
Pallison has Dalton still behind him. He's asking for the ball.
This might be an interesting matchup. Tanner Dalton, not as tall or big, but he's strong, like you mentioned before, and he plays as hard as anybody.
Right side, Lucio. Up top, Potter looks, takes, three, rims out, rebound, Dalton. Bagley, Jensen. Dalton's dad, one of our great sponsors, pass taken away by Pallison, hits Potter on the break, and the foul. One player goes one way, the other one goes. Potter goes one way, and Shannon Bagley goes the other.
Probably would have been a lot easier for all three players that were down there if Potter just dishes it off to Branham or to Slaw, who was up there as well. But Garrett attacking the basket, scoring lots of points in the quarter. Ooh. And Piute, what a tournament they've had, regardless of how this game finishes. They pulled off the upset against Region 22's #1 Rich Rebels, 57-54 on the first night. And then Bill Sylvester has 2 free throws with 0.5 seconds to go, and Piute beats Valley 39-38 on Thursday. They competed well with Panguitch yesterday, just Bobcats pulled away late. Number 14 from Region 20, going to finish in the top 4 at state.
Left side, Shannon Bagley, Bo Sylvester up top. Bounce pass in the corner. That's number 3 for the T-Birds. Quade Gleave into the game. To Gleave. Gleave just a sophomore as well. Dalton, I'm wrong. Dalton is a freshman, Ryan. I had been calling him a sophomore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, number 21. Big, strong freshman for the T-Birds. Over the top of Pallison, won't go for Sylvester. Fights for, gets his own rebound, blocked and fouled. They're going to give that to Anderson on the after the conversation between the officials.
Pallison gets a breather, 17 points, 7 rebounds in the game, and Manila on top by 20. This was an 8-point game at the half.
Yeah,
Mike.
Third quarter, T-Birds have just come out flat, and the Mustangs on fire.
And most of that, Garrett Potter, 11 points in the quarter.
That one misses, rare miss for Sylvester.
Under a minute to go in this third and fourth place game. Rich Rebel girls Beat Monument Valley for third on the girls' side.
Ball taken away. Jensen on the break. Hesitates. Pushes it out. Bagley for three. That's off the front of the iron. Follows his shot well. Kicks it out. Sylvester. He'll take a three left side. That one's short as well. Drives. And you know, those shots there, Ryan, just look like fatigue.
Yeah.
3-point shot up again. Won't go. Seems like on the fourth day of the tournament, you start to see some of that. Your legs, you're on a longer court than you played on all year in the college length. And you start to get that short.
Yeah, and it's on top of the physical fatigue, there's a mental fatigue factor as well. To try and put together 4 days in a row of great basketball, that's tough.
Lucio with the screen, and Sylvester called with a reach on Slaw.
Boy, and Manila's run here in the third quarter, they've outscored Piute 16-5, has just quieted this crowd. Manila fans are just kind of quietly happy about the way things are going, and Piute's fans just quietly frustrated.
Shot up, won't go, tipped back up, and no good at the end of three. 47-28, Manila. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to quality, Ellingford Brothers in Evanston always delivers year-round. Whether you are looking for cement, gravel, road base, cement watering troughs, culverts, sand, steel fabrication services, steel products, accessories for your vehicles, trailer hitches, or snow removal for your company or organization, Ellingford Brothers is the name to remember. Quality services and fair prices. 3 things you'll always find at Ellingford Brothers. Call us today at 307-789-1515.
Farm Bureau would like to wish the T-Birds success in the postseason. They work for those who work to feed the world. To get involved, contact your local Farm Bureau representative.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of 1A basketball on live.ksl.com. Logan Steed blocked from behind by Lucio. Pass ahead to Potter in the corner. Lucio looks at the three, gives to Slaw right side. Slaw drives, scoops, misses. Rebound, Pallison puts it up with his right hand on a little mini hook, won't go. Inside to Blood. Baseline Fulmer jumper won't go. Tipped out of there by Sylvester. Pass taken away by Slaw. Slaw on the break and rims around and in.
Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the Evanston Travel and Tourism Board. Be wowed by Celtic superstars in Evanston, Wyoming during the world-class Celtic Festival, March 23rd and 24th. Visit EvanstonCelticFestival.com for all the info. Boy, there's just a lid on the basket here in the second half for Piute.
And full court pass ahead to Potter, gets it up and in.
Potter has 21.
You're watching Utah 1A basketball on live.ksl.com, my local radio. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Slaw with the steal, lays it up and in. And since the half, it has been all Manila. Another steal. That goes off of Blood's shin. Slaw blocked from behind by Bagley.
You said been all Manila, 22-5. Mustangs have outscored Piute in the second half, and part of that is Piute, they've had some good looks that just haven't gone down. Things rimming around, like I said, a lid on the basket a minute ago, but another part of it is Manila's just come out with more energy. That could be a product of Piute given so much yesterday to try and hang with and beat Panguitch.
Absolutely. Gleave back into the game for the T-Birds. That one rims off for Slaw.
Garrett Slaw has quietly worked his way up to 10 points in the game.
Sylvester bounce past Jensen, baseline, shot won't go. Rebound outlet pass to Slaw. Down into Pallison, over Logan Dalton, or Logan Steed.
Trying to draw the charge, but Pallison just, it wasn't a whole lot, and like the no call. And you see the hustle from Manila. Slaw just gets there as quickly as he can. And
behind the back pass to Potter, turnaround jumper, won't go, rebound, Blood. But yeah, just, I mean, the wheels, seems like the wheels have just come off.
Yeah, and Manila playing like they're the team down by 20-plus points trying to climb back in. Their hustle, their effort. Piute playing like they're done. Look at Bo Sylvester right now and taking nothing away from him, but his head is down, hung. He's discouraged.
And it would be so frustrating as a senior, your last game, and to have it kind of go this way is wouldn't be an easy pill to swallow.
No, you're absolutely right about that.
And when things go wrong, then you try to do extra, and you kind of push harder, and sometimes you got to loosen up and be smooth. I don't even remember who was shooting those.
Yeah, it was Quade Gleave. I thought he hit the first one, but maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Score remains 56-28, Manila on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Boy, this is not the game I thought it would be. I figured Manila or Piute would win by a narrow margin, maybe 8-10 points at the most. But Manila up by 30.
West and Sylvester into the game for the T-Birds. Shot up, blocking foul.
Pallison keeps his hand straight in the air. He went over, contested Sylvester, and backed off to continue contesting. Just didn't quite back off far enough.
That's his fourth foul. But
with 19 points, 8 rebounds, his team ahead by 30 and less than 5 minutes to go. I think he's feeling okay.
Yeah, he's...
Pallison gets a standing ovation from many of his Manila fans as he heads to the bench, probably for the last time this season. As a Mustang, it's his senior year.
Shot up good that time by Sylvester. Up top, Branham. Right side, Pallison. Potter. Steps right. Lucio. Baseline, no good. Rebound, Logan Dalton. Sylvester will take a deep three, left side. That's short. Rims off right. Rebound, Potter for Manila. Gives to Slaw. A nice jump stop, shot up, won't go. Rebound Logan Steed Dalton.
I think you're getting past players confused for Piute.
You're absolutely right.
Tanner Dalton, Gates Fulmer. There you go.
Oh, my word. I've called like Gates Fulmer Logan Dalton a couple times. I'm sorry, Gates. Maybe my blood sugar's getting low again, right?
You might need to go grab an apple or something. Mosley with the foul, his second. Gates Fulmer at the line.
Gates Fulmer averages 12.9 points a game. I have him with 0.
Yeah, he hasn't scored yet in this one, and at the tournament, he's scored 8 in each game before tonight. I want to mention a quick nod to Coach Frank Huntington. In his first year at Piute, he'd coached girls basketball in California. Boy, he steps into a tough situation. Region 20, we know how deep and tough that region is, and he did a great job. They finished 4th, make a nice little run at the state tournament, and they'll finish 4th. That's not bad. Nothing to hang their heads about with that.
No, it's a good turnout for the T-Birds. You know, everybody I think always comes thinking, oh, we can win state, and the reality is one team's going to win state.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody can't, and the T-Birds have made it a phenomenal showing. Probably, without question, the upset of the tournament, that first game over the Rich Rebels. 3-point basket, good by Potter. I don't know what his career high is, but he's got to be approaching it.
Yeah, he's at 26.
Nice pass down inside to Quade Gleave from Bo Sylvester. Inside to Pallison, off the glass for 2.
Coach Hughes maybe just wanted to get Pallison to his career high or something like that. He's at 19 still in the game with Manila up big. Or 21 points.
I was going to say, I have him for 21. Yeah. 3-point shot up by Gates Fulmer. Won't go. Potter with the rebound on the break and won't go. Rebound, jump ball, alternating possession 2 in Mustangs. So into the game for Manila, Quinn Sadler. Number 4 is Quinn Sadler. Number 32, I don't have 32. Number 13.
Hunter Gailey.
Hunter Gailey. Cody Muir, number 13. Who am I missing?
Number 4 is Quinn Saldana.
Quinn Saldana with the basket.
This is a Manila team that scored a lot of points this year. And I know talking with Coach Hughes earlier in the season, he was worried about the toughness of his opponents. They started out, I think, 9 or 10-1. And some of that competition was not as tough as he was hoping for. But, boy, they've really finished strong.
Dalton Tanner with the steal. I was just getting ready to announce his name and the foul. He's fouled on the other end. I'm still missing, Colby Wilkins. That's the 5th player that we haven't announced. And for the T-Birds into the game, most of them, Cody Sylvester, Daxton Millett, Tanner Dalton, Quade Gleave, and Weston Sylvester.
And sorry to correct you, but Dalton Taylor, number 33 for Manila. I think you said Tanner. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, Dalton Taylor. I think I said Taylor Dalton, didn't I, or something like that.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
If
If you or your friends are looking for a home or vacation home at beautiful Bear Lake, you don't have to wait any longer to live your dream. Bear Lake Realty has properties in every price range. Relax. Create memories for generations to come in your home or vacation home at one of the most beautiful lakes on earth. It all starts with a phone call. We will help you find the perfect home for you and your family. Call today, Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty, 435-946-8888, or go to bearlakerealty.com.
Rebound rims out.
Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the town of Garden City, Utah, and beautiful Bear Lake, where families play. Visit bearlake.org to plan your next vacation today.
Colby Wilkins with the foul.
I'm just surprised, so surprised at what this what this game has turned into. It was even, an 8-point Manila lead at the half, and the Mustangs have just dominated this second half. That's just, with that free throw, Piute has 10 points in the entire second half. And boy, it just blows me away.
Yeah, not what I expected. Really kind of a similar, and I mean, the only difference was T-Birds weren't up by 12 like in the Piute and Tabiona game, but the point differential is very similar.
Right.
Dalton off the backboard hard, no good. Rebound Weston Sylvester puts it up, won't go. Rebound again, Tanner Dalton. The seniors for the T-Birds, they have Kessler Blood, Bo Sylvester, Gates Fulmer, and Daxton Millett. They're going to miss those guys, but the T-Birds have got a great future ahead in these young players. And for Manila, the seniors, that's put up and in by number 32. Number 32 is the one I didn't have.
Hunter Gailey, a freshman for Manila. And you mentioned the bright future for Piute. The same could be said for Manila. They've got
just three seniors.
Yeah,
Caleb,
Pallison. Go ahead.
Yeah, Caleb Branham, Burke Pallison, and Kobe Mosley.
Two of those guys came off the bench, were good contributors for the Mustangs this year. And obviously, that size, that presence inside from Pallison will be missed.
Absolutely.
But then you look at guys like Garrett Potter, 26 points today. Jordan Lucio averaged 17 points at this tournament and pulled down about 7 or 8 rebounds a game, and others.
And Cody Sylvester with the rebound. Ahead to Tanner Dalton. Wesley Sylvester drives, shot up, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the line.
Tanner Williams in there for Manila. Some more younger guys came in as well. Andrew Collett. And I think I missed somebody. Let's see, Dustin Taylor. You mentioned Quinn Saldana. I don't have a 55 on my Manila roster. I thought I had all of them, but
he's probably a late add.
Mm-hmm.
Makes free throw.
Manila runs out the clock and wins.
So that's going to do it. 67-37. Manila pulls off the victory. Manila comes out third and Piute T-Birds fourth. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com. We'll be back in just a minute for the Ruby's Inn postgame report and highlights.
Local decisions, better results with State Bank of Southern Utah. Visit us online at sbsu.com or stop by any one of our local offices. Member FDIC.
If you are buying or refinancing a home, did you know you can request your own title company? Keep business local and request security title for all your title, closing, and escrow needs. Travis and Hillary wish all team success in the postseason tournaments.
Welcome to the playoffs. We wish you the best of luck at the tournament. At South Central Communications, our dedicated team is working overtime, bringing you the fastest, most reliable network available.
People hear words like server or cloud storage and are usually confused. I hear those words and think solutions. It didn't start that way. When I enrolled at Southern Utah University, it wasn't clear to me where I'd end up. The professors at SUU took the time to get to know me and help steer my natural people skills and leadership talents into a successful business career. Now I'm a leader in the business of global connectivity, thanks to the guidance I received from Southern Utah University.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Behind the scenes. Out of the spotlight. Empowering the dreams of others. We applaud that. Zions Bank. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the Ruby's Inn post-game report and highlights, brought to you by Ruby's Inn, coming to you live from the Sevier Valley Center. We just watched the Manila Mustangs and the Piute Birds in a fourth place game of the boys tournament, and the Manila Mustangs pull out the victory 67-37. And in the second half, kind of it was an 8-point game at the first half.
It was 31-23 at the half. Manila jumped out 13-4 run to start the third and outscored Piute 36-14 in that second half.
T-Birds, you know, I think they tried to sit in that zone a little too long. Last night, Bryce Valley had a good defensive game plan once they switched to the man defense against Pallison. Pallison just too strong inside. And Garrett Slaw absolutely came alive in that second half. He had 8 points in the first half, 18 in the second.
Garrett Potter,
sorry, yeah, I got my lines off. Slaw finished with 10 points.
You weren't wrong. He came alive in the second half, too. He had 6 points, a couple of steals and easy buckets. And yeah, but Garrett Potter, 11 points in the third quarter, 7 more in the fourth, finishes with 26 points, 4 rebounds.
And Burt Pallison with 21 points, Jordan Lucio with 6, Quinn Sadana at the end got 2 points. And for Piute, Kessler Blood finished with 8, Bo Sylvester team high 13. Tanner Dalton with 4 points off the bench for the freshman. Shannon Bagley had 5, all of which came in the first half. Daxton Millett, they brought him in that second half early, had a couple baskets, and then he went back to the bench, had 4 points in that third period. Quaden Gleave had 2 points, and Weston Sylvester with a free throw. So, folks, Ruby's Inn post-game report and highlights. Ruby's Inn, they've been hosting visitors to southern Utah and the Bryce Canyon area for over 100 years. Check them out online. Book your rooms now for the Billy Dean concert on March 17th. Go online, get your tickets. They start at $10. There's not a bad seat in the house in Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. And we are done with everything but the championship games, Ryan.
So far on the girls' side, Bryce Valley 8th, Valley 6th, Piute 5th, Wayne 7th, Rich 3rd, Monument Valley 4th. We'll find out who's first and second when Panguitch takes on Milford in a bit. On the boys' side, Rich beat Milford for 6th. Valley beat Monticello for 5th. Manila blows out Piute 67-37 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. for third, and Bryce Valley Panguitch will meet for the championship. Panguitch and Panguitch, boys and girls.
Panguitch's basketball programs are doing well right now, and you got to tip your hat to them. They do well. They've represented themselves very well in this tournament. So that'll do it for the Ruby's In postgame report and highlights. We're not scheduled to start till 4:30 for the championship game, so we've got a while. We'll be back after this. You've been watching Utah 1A basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
Hi there, Trey Beard with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind